What if I told you the moon rang like a bell for nearly an hour? No, this isn't sci-fi. This happened in 1969 during a NASA experiment, and ever since, a strange question has echoed across science, conspiracy, and pop culture. Is the moon hollow? Let's rewind to the Apollo 12 mission. NASA, being NASA, decided to crash part of the spacecraft, a lunar module, into the moon's surface. The impact? Equivalent to 1 ton of TNT. Seismic sensors they'd installed earlier picked up something weird. Instead of the expected dull thud, the moon vibrated, reverberated, rang for nearly an hour. It was like smacking a giant bell and hearing it hum for ages. Scientists were stunned. Now, obviously, this doesn't mean the moon is a giant spaceship, but it kicked off decades of questions because the moon, it's strange, like suspiciously strange. For starters, the moon is exactly the right size and distance from Earth to create perfect solar eclipses. That's rare, really rare. No other planet in our solar system has this kind of celestial coincidence. Then, there's its orbit. The moon doesn't spin like Earth. It's tidally locked, always showing us the same face. It's like it's hiding something. And its density? Lower than Earth's. When you crunch the numbers, it's not as solid as we'd expect for a planetary body of its size. It's almost like there's less material inside. Let's talk science. NASA's Bell effect was likely caused by the moon's dry, rigid composition. Unlike Earth, which has water to absorb seismic energy, the moon is bone dry and brittle, so vibrations travel farther. Imagine smacking a dry drum versus a wet sponge. The drum sings. But then came Apollo 13, a bigger crash. And this time, the moon rang for over 3 hours. The vibrations reached a depth of 25 miles. That's not just weird, that's grab the tinfoil hat. Weird. Now, scientists have good grounded theories. The moon is likely not hollow in the sci-fi sense, but it could have massive voids, pockets of low-density material, or even an irregular internal structure from its violent formation. But that hasn't stopped wild ideas. Some believe the moon is an artificial satellite placed in orbit by ancient civilizations or even aliens. There's a whole theory that it's a shell surrounding a machine. Sounds crazy, right? Well, even Isaac Asimov, the legendary science fiction author and biochemist, once pointed out how unnaturally perfect the moon's orbit is. He wasn't suggesting aliens, but he was suggesting that we don't understand the moon as well as we think. So, what are the implications? If the moon truly has an unusual interior, it could change how we think about planetary formation, early solar system chaos, and even the origins of Earth itself. And for future moon missions, especially ones involving drilling or building bases, knowing what's inside matters a lot. A hollow moon might not hold up so well under pressure. It's a reminder that even after thousands of years of staring at the sky, our nearest neighbor is still full of secrets. We've mapped the surface, we've walked on it, we've brought back rocks, but we still don't fully understand what's under that dusty crust. So maybe the moon isn't hollow like a bell, but it's certainly echoing with questions. And that's where you come in. What do you think is hiding inside the moon? A natural anomaly? Ancient alien tech? Or something even weirder? Drop your theory in the comments, because science begins with curiosity, but sometimes it starts with something ringing in the dark.